Day 1, intend it. The first step in our positivity training is to set a goal. We want to have an end goal in mind and in our hearts throughout this entire 11-day journey. So for example, if our end goal is to improve our relationships, if our end goal is to just be more positive every day, or if our end goal is to manifest a new job, we need to have that goal in mind before we even begin with this training. So one way that we can show that we are on the right path is by asking the universe to give us a sign or a symbol that symbolizes that we are truly shifting our subconscious into that of more positive nature. We can do that by asking the universe and stating it out loud and writing it down and remembering every day that the universe will show us, our favorite song or our favorite color or our favorite smell or animals because we love animals, or a baby because we love babies. And those will be those symbols from the universe that we are creating those shifts within our psyche. Day 2, list it. Today, we're going to write down 10 things that we are truly grateful for. It may be difficult at the beginning to think of 10 things to be grateful for, especially if you're in a hard place, but you can start off very small. For instance, start off with, you're so grateful to be able to smell the rain hitting the concrete for the first time. You are so grateful for your sense of sight because you're able to witness your child looking at you with wonder. You are so grateful for your car that gets you from point A to point B with reliability. You are so grateful for your job because it gives you a sense of security and it gives you money in order to fulfill your life and to support your family. It may seem very trivial at the beginning, but the more things that you can look to be grateful for, the more the universe will give you more things to be grateful for. Make sure that you are feeling the feelings of gratitude as you're writing these things down. Really think about what you're writing down and really feel it from the heart. Really feel those feelings of gratitude and thankfulness of all that you've been given. What this exercise does is it completely shifts your frame of mind. It completely shifts you away from lack to that of abundance. And the more abundant you feel, the more you're going to be vibrating more abundance into your life. So an example could be, I'm so grateful for my eyes that allow me to see the beautiful wonders of the world. I am so grateful for my sense of touch that allows me to feel hugs from my loved ones. I am so grateful for my ears that allow me to hear my favorite song or the birds singing in the morning. Little things like that will truly shift your perspective. A quick tip is to say out your gratitude list in the mirror. Look yourself deep in the eyes as you recite your 10 things to be grateful for. Doing this every day, doing it every thought, every latent thought that you have, just reciting that 10 things in your mind every single day will create huge shifts. See you tomorrow. Day 3, see it. Today, think of 3 people that you admire. Write their names down. Now, write 3 things that you love about those people. I admire my grandmother because she is passionate, she is loving, she is courageous. I admire my spouse because he is loyal, he's friendly, and he's loving. I admire my best friend because she is beautiful and smart and caring. After you write down these 3 things, really read them over and over again and really think about how these people have affected your life and how blessed and grateful you are to have them in your life. If you can't think of 3 people that you know personally, please use a celebrity that you admire or a historical figure that you admire. somebody who has brought a level of inspiration to you just by being themselves. See you tomorrow. Day 4, own it. Now that you have your list of the 3, 4, however many people you wrote down that you admire and the 3 things that you love about them, I want you to just write down all of those positive qualities. Write them all down, 1 to 100 or whatever. Write them all down. Now, before each word, write I am. This exercise is a tool to remind you of your beauty. You cannot see something in somebody else unless you yourself possess those qualities. It works with negative qualities, positive qualities, so-so qualities. You cannot recognize something that you do not yourself possess. So writing down all of those qualities that you admire about other people, you have to own the fact that you have those same qualities. If you wrote down that you love your spouse because they're loyal, guess what? You have loyalty too. If you wrote down that you love your best friend because she's kind and caring, guess what? You are kind and caring too. Look at your long list of positive attributes. Look yourself in the mirror, dead in the eye, and recite that list. I am confident. I am this. I am that. It's not going to be that hard to convince yourself because inside you already know that you have those qualities. Enjoy it. See you tomorrow. Day 5, give it. Today, I want you to give an intangible thing away. Something that you don't have to pay for, something that you don't have to buy, spend money on, something that all it takes is your time, your love, your energy, and your attention. For example, you can give a stranger a compliment. You can give your time to a charitable cause. You can give your friend a hug, even if she doesn't need it. These are things that are going to feel uncomfortable at first, but you really want to look at it with a critical eye. Why would it make you feel uncomfortable to give a stranger a compliment? Why would it make you feel uncomfortable to, give a passerby a smile? Why is that our first instinct to feel uncomfortable about that when we're actually doing good? So this will completely shift your entire perspective around. It'll show you that you have so much to give just by your very virtue of being yourself, and not feel like you have to buy things or own something in order to lift somebody else up. Have fun, and I'll see you tomorrow. Day 6, gift it. Okay, now is the time when you can take something that you've previously loved, you've previously enjoyed, and give it to someone less fortunate. For instance, and less fortunate doesn't necessarily mean financially less fortunate. Maybe you have a friend who's clearly struggling with self-esteem, and you have tons of books that have transformed your self-esteem. Gift that book to your friend. It may feel uncomfortable at first, but step into that discomfort, because even if they don't appreciate it now, they will appreciate it in the future. Another example of something that you can do is donate your clothes. Go through your closet, take out the things that you haven't worn in the last 3 months, the things that don't give you joy. When you hold it, you remember a bad time or a bad experience wearing that shirt, or you remember who gave it to you and you don't have a good relationship with that person anymore. Only hold on to the things that bring you a level of joy and happiness. Everything else, donate it, and you will feel so abundant, because you can't give what you don't already have. Have fun, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Day 7, test it. Today, we are going to test your progress. First of all, congratulations for making it this far into the positivity training module. Day 7 is all about testing whether or not you're on the right track. So let's get into a deep, relaxed state. I want you to close your eyes. Now take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it for 3 seconds and release it slowly out your mouth. One more time, we're going to breathe in through our nose. Hold the ear and out through your mouth. Now that you are relaxed, I want you to picture your legs as tree trunks. Each toe is being pulled down to the earth through roots. Being pulled down into the ground, you are completely rooted into the earth. Now relax your shoulders, wiggle it out a bit. Now feel your wings opening up. You are doing your service for the universe. Your wings are flapping, and what they are doing is they are pushing any negativity out of your body, out of the room, out of the house, out of the neighborhood, out of the universe. You are completely transmuting any negative energy. Now I want you to picture and put your focus on the space between your eyebrows. Picture your third eye opening up wide, just waking up wide, wide, wide. And as that third eye opens up, there is a light, a white light that is coming down from a higher source, feeding information and downloads into your third eye. You are completely grounded and you're connected. Now, before you open your eyes, turn your head toward your screen. At the count of 3, we're going to open our eyes, and you are going to remember the first card that you notice. 1, 2, 3. If you noticed card 1, congratulations. You are officially shifting your subconscious to a more positive, abundant, relaxed, stress-free, and happy state. Keep doing what you're doing because you are creating incredible shifts. If you chose card 2, the Moon card, keep going. You are slowly but surely getting the hang of it. Maybe put a little bit more emphasis on your daily gratitude list. Maybe put a little bit more, doing a little bit more donation. But whatever, just keep going, stay positive. You are surely creating shifts. It's just a little bit more dense. It's going to take a little bit more work to get through it, but you're doing great. If you chose card 3, the Devil card, okay, you need to start over because you aren't creating those profound shifts that are needed. So start over from day 1, however, double everything. So instead of writing down 10 things that you're grateful for, write down 20 daily. Instead of coming up with 3 things that you admire about somebody in your life, come up with 6 and just really recreate the steps, but be a little bit more open. This is something that you are prepared for and you've asked for this. You've brought this into your awareness. So all you can do is honor your subconscious by opening yourself up to this experience, by letting go of the blockers, letting go of all the preconceived notions or the judgments that may be holding you back, and just fully embracing and fully accepting this journey as your own, okay? Don't worry, we're gonna get there. Day 8, smudge it. So whether we like to admit it or not, we understand vibes. You walk into a room and you can tell that somebody just had a fight. You walk into your office and you know that there was somebody negative in there. We are able to sense these energies. We have a natural energy radar. So you need to protect yourself from that. Just like you would sweep out the dirt, it's time to sweep out the negative energy. You do that through smudging, through intention, through crystals, through candles, wind, numerology, salt, incense. For the strong wind, what you can do in your car, depending on the day, or in your home or in your office, is open up all the windows, okay? You want to cross breeze. And as you see the wind coming in, you want to really envision that the wind is coming in and it is sweeping out all negative energy, and it's pushing it all out of your office, your home, your car. Candles. Candles are an excellent way to transmute the energy. It only really works for a small space, but how about every night you just light a candle in your bedroom before you go to sleep? Well, don't fall asleep with the candle, but light a candle in your bedroom. You can light a candle and take a nice bath. You can light a candle in your living room, and you want to envision that when that candle goes out on its own, don't blow it out. When that candle goes out on its own, all negative energy has been removed, okay? Excellent to light a candle when you have company over, because that fire will push any negative energy out if they're low vibing. You can use numerology. Numerology is a study of numbers. So the energy of a number affects your energy, of course, like everything does. What you can do is think about the house number that you live in. Think about your license plate number. Think about your office, your work number, your work address number. So you take that number, including the unit, you add it together, and then you reduce it down to a single digit. For instance, if you live at 338, any address, you add the 3 plus the 3, which is 6, plus 8 is 14. And then you take the 1 and the 4, and that equals 5. So what you can do is figure out the numbers that your home, your license plate, your office. If it's a number 1, you're going to feel really independent in that space. If it's a number 2, you're going to feel a little more balanced or harmonious. 3 is the positive number. You want to be able to be vibrating your home, your office, your car, and yourself at a number 3, okay? Because that's where you're going to get the max positivity. So if it's a 4, that's a harder energy. That's all about work and a little bit more negative. A 5 is all about chaos and changes and movement. A 6 is a little bit more humanitarian, more domestic duties, so still kind of a dense energy. 7 is isolation, complete isolation, just wanting to focus on studies. 8 is all about abundance, but also power struggles. So that's another hard energy as well. 9 is another humanitarian number, so you're going to see a lot of strays coming in and out. And if it's an 11, that's a high vibration number, or a 22 or a 33, high vibration. So the most important thing to do is to use numerology to change the energy of your home, your office, your car into a 3 to make it more positive. And you do that, for instance, you're at a 2 home, you just get a sticker or the number 1 and you put it inside your front door or in your car or in your office door. You want to try and combine numbers with your actual number to create that number 3, okay? Salt. Salt is another excellent tool. Put some salt, preferably Himalayan pink salt, ground it up. Put that at your door frame, the front door, the back door, your window sills, and set the intention that no negativity can cross that threshold. Okay, you won't even get a negative ant come in. And I mean like a bug, like, and the negative ant, and the negative auntie. Crystals. Crystals are excellent because they allow you to smudge yourself while just walking around. Any black, dark crystal is going to be your best friend for negativity alliance, okay? So what you can do is go to your local metaphysical bookstore and ask for a tourmaline, black onyx, petrified wood, any dark stone, smoky quartz, any dark black, dark brown stone is what you're going to need in order to carry on you at all times to protect your energy. Is essential oils. You can diffuse essential oils, sage, sweetgrass, tobacco, orange, juniper. These are all great essential oils that will remove unwanted, toxic, negative energy. I actually also have a car diffuser, so anybody who gets in the car will be smudged just by getting in the car. Incense. Incense are an excellent tool because they're easy and they're clean and they're cheap, right? So light an incense in your house, walk around with it, putting out the intention that you're clearing out any negative energy. And what you can do is when the incense is burning, you'll see if the smoke is really tightly going up like this in a steady stream, that's all the energy being pushed toward it. You want the incense smoke to just flow very easily. That's when you'll know that you've cleared the space. And of course, the most important and my favorite practice for removing toxic and unwanted negative energy is smudge. Smudge, Palo Santos, these are two natural herbs that can really rid unwanted energy out. So you just light a bundle of white sage or, sweetgrass sage. You light that bundle, you walk through your home, and you open a window and make sure that you have something underneath, because a lot of the times the sage will spark off and it can be a fire hazard. But walking through, make sure you blow the smoke into every corner of your home, and you want to envision all of that smoke is being pushed out toward the window, and it's taking all negative energy with it as well. Day 9, remove it. So everybody has a guilty pleasure or a vice or a relationship, a situation that is bringing down their vibe. It could be watching the news. It could be listening to hardcore negative music. It could be watching violent TV shows or or listening to violent music. It could be agreeing with a coworker who's complaining, agreeing with a coworker who's negative, having a negative friend and allowing them to vent to you. These are all things that totally bring down our vibe, but we get stuck to it. Today, I am challenging you to remove that source, remove the negativity. If that means shutting down your social media account just for the week, just to get a clear refresh, if that means telling your best friend that you're not in the mental space to deal with her venting right now, then so be it. Focus on yourself first, because you can't pour from an empty cup. You can't help anybody else if they are continually bringing you down. You rise yourself up, and they will also rise with you. So another way to raise your vibration is to focus on what you're eating. So not a lot of dense foods, especially a lot of dense meats. They can really weigh us down. Negative talk, swearing, unless it's, there's a difference between swearing and it's swearing directed at someone, or swearing just because that's in your vocabulary. And there is a difference when it's a hateful swearing as opposed to just that's how you communicate. So cutting out possibly the hateful swearing, if it's impatience, if it's judgment, if it's anger, resentment, just let it go. And it's as simple as that, by just saying, when it creeps into your mind, you know what, I'm letting it go. If you see a news article that is tempting you to click on it, but you can even see that it's negative, distract your mind. Think of something else. Literally turn yourself away from it and let it go. See you tomorrow. Day 10, be it. This is my favorite day. Be the change you want to see in the world, okay? Identify and perform something that you would like to see change within your immediate environment. For example, when you're running late, you find that people, it's almost like they slow down. They can just sense that you're in a hurry. So the next time that you're not in a hurry, assume that other people around you are in a hurry. So, go through the drive-through and buy a coffee for the person behind you. Let that person pass and don't speed up so that they can't merge in. Assume all the things that you get angry about, make sure that you're not doing it to somebody else, right? So for another example would be, if you can't stand how much your husband nags you or your wife nags you, don't nag them. Don't nag your child. Just look at the things that you don't want in your life and you change it around. You change it around from your perspective. Day 11, you've made it to the last day of your positivity training. Congratulations. So today, I really implore you to continue your exploration. There are tons of books on the law of attraction, on positivity. Two of my favorite books will always be The Secret and The Magic, because this is kind of just a small example of the amazing different exercises that you can be doing every day that will completely shift your frame of mind, your perspective, and therefore your world. Also, don't forget to look out for your sign from the universe. Remember that intention that we set on day 1? Now is the time when you can start to expect it into your awareness, okay? So, love you so much. Thank you so much for participating in this positivity training. I wish you well. I wish you so much happiness on your continued journey. Bye.